One day before his trial would have begun, charges against an Oak Lawn police officer have been dropped. He was accused of using excessive force in the arrest of a 17-year-old Palestinian American boy. Our Sabrina Franza live in the newsroom. And Sabrina, this decision came from the Cook County State's Attorney.
Joe, did in short, the Cook County State's Attorney's Office told us they could not prove this case if they tried, and they dropped it. Members of the Oak Lawn community, though, feel it sets a dangerous tone for the rest of Eileen O'Neill Burke's term, as she's just getting started.
In 2022, a bystander took this video showing a beating of then 17-year-old Hedi Abutella. He ended up in the hospital with a fractured back and internal bleeding, his family says, after a traffic stop. Charges against the officer in that video, Patrick O'Donnell, were just dropped by the new Cook County State's Attorney, Eileen O'Neill Burke, and her office. Members of the Oak Lawn community plan to protest that decision tomorrow.
Her role as the state's attorney is going to be to protect police instead of holding them accountable for the benefit of our community.
I don't think anybody could realistically say that if they know the facts of the case.
Our legal analyst Irv Miller recalled a dash cam video showing Abutella fleeing from the traffic stop, which started their pursuit in 2022. During the stop, police say they smelled burnt marijuana, and when Abutella took off, they noticed a bag draped off his shoulder. Officers later discovered a loaded gun in the bag with 3 rounds of ammunition. Then, while the case against O'Donnell was pending, court documents reveal Abutella was charged with robbery, aggravated battery, and mob action during an incident at a Lifetime Fitness in Orland Park just over 1 year ago.
You would have had a victim who not only admits possessing a gun, but committed a robbery while the case was pending, and the defendant can use that information, and the state's attorney said, I can't prove this case.
Today, the state's attorney told us they, quote, concluded that the evidence is insufficient to meet our burden of proof beyond a reasonable doubt to move forward with the prosecution of this case. They say they've, quote, been in communication with the victim, his family, and attorney, and we sought an appropriate resolution.
Regardless of anything else, the case that was going to trial was the brutal beating of this young man who was 17 at the time in 2022.
The demonstration we mentioned will be held tomorrow morning outside of the Cook County State's Attorney's Office. Oak Lawn Police would not comment on the decision because they say they're still fighting civil litigation related to this same case. In the newsroom, Sabrina Franza, CBS News, Chicago.
Sabrina, thank you.